Guys, I'm J-dubb, and today I wanted to take y'all out on our little trapping adventure. Guys, as y'all can see, it is deer season. It's finally over, which means we got to get the trapping shack out. So let's get out here and let's go see what we can find. I haven't heard of a lot of game up here this year. The small line we've been doing hasn't been doing well, so let's get up here and see what we can get into, and I'll see y'all guys there. All right, so we're up here. We got our big intersection. We've got a road down here. We've got the gas line right here. And they actually cleared all this. This used to be high brush that always had game trails in it. So someone's cleared all that and they've rebuilt this mound up. You can see where the guys ride their horses around the bar gate. And then you've got the gas line that continues out. And you've got all these roads converged right here on this top. So we're not going to put it right here because those guys ride their horses right here all the time. But I am going to put it fairly close there because I think animals coming across are going to take the same trail these horses are taking. And you can see someone's done drove a vehicle or a Jeep over this too. But we're going to go ahead and put a trap in probably right here because I want to keep it out of that horse trail a bit. And we're going to put this one on the drag. So we'll get to that. We're going to be using a Sleepy Creek double long spring. Some antifreeze. Guys, I did forget to bring my knee pad, and I forgot to bring my drill with my drill bit on it. So going back to old school ways of doing things. So we're gonna get on this. Gonna be kneeling on this, and then we'll use this as our backing and put our trap in right here. Oh man, some hard ground today. We'll actually use this one as a pipe dream. Guys, a lot of y'all liked my pipe dream how-to video, so we'll be continuing that. We'll be doing more and more of those how-to videos. A lot of people liked them, so we'll continue that series. Oh. This trap is a little bit more love. Guys, like I said before, drags are just another tool in here. No one ever uses this, so we'll stick that over there. Out of 10 years I've been up here, I've never heard of any forestry people coming up here, so go ahead and get this drag chain in the ground. All right, now we'll run that up in here, and the rest of that I don't really care about because nothing else is going to be too worried about it. Now get our flake antifreeze. Antifreeze these things up good because we are calling for some cold weather. And I wish I had some peat moss or something to make up that difference, but I don't. Put some of those bigger rocks in there. That'll help fill in that hole. It's gonna be a long day if we can't find any dirt. Get all that junk out of there. All right. Flake this one back up. And this set's almost done. Go get a little bit more dirt and cover that. Guys, I always put my drags sticking straight up one That way other people can see that they're here. And two, I can easily drive up and go, hey, there's something. The drag's still there, the trap's still there. If the drag ain't there, the trap ain't there. All right, pan's right there. It's back a little further than I would normally like, but it is what it is. Not much I can do about it now. We'll get some bait and lure stuck down the hole. I'm gonna use some Coyote gland lure and start the day off with some Hellfire. What do I got in here? I forgot we had pan covers. Totally forgot about those. Well, be putting pan covers on the next one, so we'll try that. All right, guys, so remember, bait goes in the hole all the way down. With the things, doesn't really matter as much. Get that stick out of here, and we're gonna Hellfire the top of it if I can get it open. Jeff, you crazy, man. Hellfire the top all over that thing, and we'll leave another stick right there. And that's it, guys. I got some coyote urine. We're actually gonna try some coon urine first off this year. I never used coon. I wanted to try it and see if it worked out pretty good. Got our urine. And remember, guys, it doesn't take a lot of urine. Just a little bit. Just enough to get them interested. All right, let's get off to the next set. All right, so we got another big intersection here. We've got the four-wheeler road. It keeps going down here, and it basically just snakes around this point, comes back out down there, and then it goes back and ties into another section down there. You got the gas line that comes up, you got the gas line, this is where it makes a turn, and there's actually a deer trail in that corner that comes up out of that holler. So this is another big intersection. So we're gonna try to find a prominent feature, which I normally like to go right up on top, but I don't like being out here in the open like this. I just don't feel like you get as many animals out here. I normally like going on the edges, but the edges all go downhill, and I don't like being on downhills. I like being on flat ground. Right here is a nice prominent feature, and maybe we'll bring like a piece of wood or something and stick out here just to give them some eye appeal, something that would make them want to come over this way. So let's go ahead and get that. Pick a trap. This is a new trap spot. I've never done this one before. We've got the No BS Lures K9 Extreme. So it'll be going on this one with one of my earth anchors. And that's it, guys. That is all you need to catch coyotes. So we're gonna stick them right here. One thing I like about this K9 Extremes, you can't hurt them. I don't care what you do to them, you're not gonna hurt them traps. Got our pan cover. I just put one in up there. It's a trap y'all see me put in for the past couple years. It never really does anything, but it's such a good spot. I can't not set it. So maybe this year we'll do something, but we're gonna come up here. We'll use this kind of as our backing. Go ahead and get this trap set. Now, guys, out of all my traps, I have very few that are 4-coiled. These K9 Extremes are 4-coiled, and they're actually double laminated. So they have a wide surface area. So these are extremely animal friendly. And y'all guys might look at that and think, man, that's a big trap. But for me, that's not a big trap. That is the perfect size coyote trap. So right here is where we're gonna put it. This will be kind of our backing, and we'll punch a dirt hole right there. So let's get to it. Let's kind of score that line, see where we need to dig it out, try not to take out any more than we need to, and let's go. There we go. It's a little high on this side, but I think we're gonna be able to make it work. Once again, get that in there. Sometimes I tuck those corners, sometimes I don't, just depends. Let's get a little bit of our antifreeze. And there we go. Our pan's right here, come up. We're gonna put our dirt hole right here. You're wanting it to look like something's been in here, coming in and out of this hole. So, coming in. There you go. Make sure there's no rocks in your trap bed. And that's it. That's all it takes, guys. It is not rocket science to get these guys. All you gotta do is find out where they're crossing. All right, guys, so I just found a little trail coming through some of this high grass. Y'all know me, I'm a sucker for high grass. So let's get these. Come on, get out of there. These are cable restraints. These are not actually snares. It is legal to snare in the area I live, but I prefer to use cable restraints when at all possible. So here's a good opportunity to learn something. One, I like these little S hooks. I use 2 of these. There's a secret to how I use them. I put one and crimp it. I don't know how y'all guys can see that. See how this one comes down, the S goes up. The next one, the S will go down. For them to open, they have to fight each other. So one would have to open before the other one could. It makes this cool little figure. I have hooked this to the back of my four-wheeler and pulled it with everything the four-wheeler has. And the cable has broken on the snare before these open up. If you use one of them, I've had them open before and I've lost stuff, so keep that in mind. That's on there. Get our lock, and we need a tag. So always keep extra tags in your strap and stuff. You never know when you're gonna need one. And this is about all we're gonna need. Get us a stand. I get these stands from F&T. These things are awesome. I think I've got, that's 1 dozen. I think I've got 2 dozen of them. Now, it's not a real prominent trail. It's not one they're using every day, but this is a perfect cable restraint trail. You see they're coming through right here. And right here is a natural choke down. So, go ahead. Get that reached out there. And actually, there we go. This is a good spot because if you do catch one here, they're not gonna be, they shouldn't be dispatched. They should just be sitting here waiting on you. Seem like pretty soft ground, so I might not have to pre-beat this one. All right. Okay. Beat that hole back closed. Here's your cable restraint. We're gonna open him up. I don't like a full-size loop. I'm gonna show y'all how I like doing mine. Guys, if y'all like these cable restraint videos or cable restraints, let me know. Got a whole video on how to set them out in the fields like this, but I'm getting ready to do another video on them. Now I like to have a little spot bent up that cable would kind of sit in. Number 1, with snaring and cable restraints, nothing touches this cable, guys. Nothing at all. If you got it sitting here, nothing can touch it. I like my cable to have a little downward pull, and I like to be centered over my trail better. This little bush is irritating me. This is also helping me block this down. There we go. Now, got that. Everything's pulled up here. Got that out of the way. Nothing is actually touching it. You're gonna pull this off a little bit. That one's trying to touch. Get you bent out of the way since I don't have any clippers. And that's it, guys. That is a good set cable restraint. I'm about 4 inches off the ground, so I'm a little bit low for a coyote. But where this is so open for deer, I do not want the chance of catching a deer. There's about 0 chance a deer can walk through here and put its head in it. Pretty much a 0% chance. So that's open. good cable restraint. Should have one there hopefully in a couple days if they're running this. So let's get back to it. So I've got pictures of a cat from last year up on top of this mound. Could be anything, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to hang a goose wing a buddy of mine gave me. So we're gonna hang it somewhere up in here, about like that. So that gives us some nice eye appeal, and we'll have it neck down right here, and then we're gonna throw some wood up on here and make kind of like a cubby set. So we'll start with doing that. Guys, y'all know I like my double long spring traps, and then my expanded pans are just a piece of sheet metal that I've welded to them. Guys, these things are awesome. I love them. Now go ahead and get this in the ground. Go ahead and get him drove straight down. This is super soft because this is what they beat up last year when they were building this place. I don't think it's soft enough that you'd ever lose anything, but it's real easy ground to work with. So, like I said earlier, I never get soft ground to work with. Well, I might have lied to you because this is pretty nice. If this is what everybody else gets to work with, then I'm extremely jealous. Go ahead and fill that back in. Now guys, this is a cat that we're trying to catch here. Shouldn't really catch anything else, but cats are not as wary. So, pro tip guys, always put orange on your stuff. It will keep you from losing everything. Get that bottom jaw to lay flat. And that's it. That trap is ready to go. All we gotta do is put some antifreeze on it. So remember guys, cats do not care. They don't use their nose really. A little bit muddy. Get all that mud packed in there. Alright. So we've almost got that. Now, we're going to try to control this cat a little bit more. If I get him the way we want him to come into the set. This is tore up. Something happened up here. Getting some nice dirt now. All right. Okay, we got some nice dirt. Something happened. It's tore up. Fresh dirt attracts everything. So now something happened here. There we go. Nice big hole in. Now, he's gonna have to walk right over our pan, which is right here. No matter which way he comes into the set, he will be right over top of that trap. Let's see what we can do here. That'll work. And we'll wire that up. That'll hang. And I'll put our stuff right there. Guys, don't overthink this stuff. Whatever you can to make your life easier. Trapping wire is your friend, guys. Water trapping or upland trapping. Now, These bits of wire make your life easier. Bend them out of your face. That thing hits you in the face in the middle of the night when you're checking traps, you will not be happy. I can promise you that. Now, the only thing that would make this set a little bit better would be, let me get that a little higher. I got a swivel at the house I'm gonna put on this. That'll let that thing free flow. But I'm gonna take some of these logs and just build kind of like a cubby. All right, so this will be our foundation piece. Remember, get these wire tabs out of your way. It'll make your life easier in the long run, where you're not poking yourself every time. Now get that, and just start building you a cubby out of some brush. Trying to take too much of our brush that's right there. Now, got that. Throw some leaves on top. Get your leaves out of the way of your trap. And that's it, guys. That's your little cubby set. If you look, we left this one side kind of open. He could come in this way. More than likely, he's going to come in right here. All right, guys, curiosity will get the better of him. And we'll pluck some feathers off of this guy, stick back in there. And he'll go right up in there and check it out. All right, guys, that's it. That's all we got for today. We got some more sets we're getting ready to put out tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have something the next couple days. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Go ahead, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Always click that bell notification button so you can be notified of every video as soon as we make it. And guys, take someone outdoors. Bye, guys.